What is the new return on investment of an MBA in a global AI-driven economy? Welcome to Gurugyaan with BSmart. In this episode, you will hear from Mr. Nitish Jain, who serves as the founder and president of the SP Jain School of Global Management, an Indian educationist, philanthropist, and entrepreneur. Mr. Jain holds an MBA from Cornell University. His contribution to business education have been recognized through multiple accolades, including the Outstanding Contribution to Education Award by CMO Asia and an official selection to join Indian Prime Minister's CEO delegation to Australia. Business Standard, BSmart, Deputy Editor Abhishek Chatterjee in conversation with Mr. Jain.
Hi, sir. A very good afternoon from India, and I think it will be morning from where you have joined today. Thank you so much for joining in this new session of Gurugyaan, and I am very sure that this will be of a great learning experience to all the viewers watching this session. So today,
Thank you, Abhishek. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. So today, we will hear from you about the new return on investment of an MBA in a global AI-driven economy. And we will start discussing with the segment.
Thank you, Abhishek. Imagine going to a classroom with 50 students. Each of these 50 students in an MBA class comes from a different background. Someone has studied engineering, somebody has studied finance, somebody is in design. Now they're all being taught by the same professor in exactly the same way and the same pace. Now, this has been in vogue for the last century or even longer. This is not effective. It doesn't cater to each and every student. Now, contrast this with personalized learning. Each student learns at his or her own pace, in her own way, and therefore gets the maximum of the content of the classroom. Now at SP Jain, we have developed our own tutor that's called AI ELT. ELT stands for Engaged Learning Tutor. Whatever would have been taught in the classroom to all students is now being taught to every student even before coming to class. This is done at their own pace and their own style. And if you have a dream job, let's say the dream job is to be a marketing manager in an FMCG company, it will start giving you FMCG examples. Somebody else wants to join an investment bank, it would give the student the investment banking examples. So by doing this, the students are far more engaged, and learning no longer becomes academic to pass exams, but actually engages students for their new job or for whatever they've joined the MBA program for. So this is very effective. We've been doing it for many months now, and we can clearly see the student engagement in the classroom has gone up by 75 to 80%. Their performance in exams has gone up. Their job conversions has gone up. Now, when you come to a classroom, it has shifted. AI shifted the importance of knowledge, which was emphasized for all these years, to capability building. And one of the most important areas of the skill that students need is the ability to learn to learn. And I think through this AI-driven learning process, students actually understand how you can learn to learn in the most effective way through this concept of pre-classroom, and then in the classroom, what happens are discussions. And your thoughts are challenged by your peers in the classroom. Somebody from a different background can talk about ethics. Somebody can talk about the practicability of your idea, and so on. So therefore, we take learning up from what we say from level 2 to level 4, because today employees are looking for level 4 skills. And this, I think, has been a true game changer. We're not fighting AI, we're leveraging AI for a better enhanced skill for a student. So the proof of concept of what you've learned in the classroom is validated through an internship or through a live project. Because you may, in the classroom, have learned a lot of concepts. Many of these concepts are learned even before coming to class. The frameworks, which is, typically taught inside an MBA classroom, our students learn even before coming to class. But this needs to be actually validated in the workplace. You really need to demonstrate to an employer these skills. Also, future employers look for the internships that you've done, because in a sense, they look at it as building your CV, building your resume, and that is very, very important. Now, our students study in Singapore, in Sydney, in Mumbai, in Dubai, and in each of these places, they do an internship. So your CV actually takes into cognizance not just the theoretical part, but also the applicability in a global environment. And that, I think, gives our students an edge, especially when it comes to job employment at the end, because employers look for people who can join a global team, who can contribute in a different environment. And it gives them that agility, very important, to be able to adapt to the new environment. We all live in this world which is being disrupted by geopolitics all the time. But can you adapt? Are you fighting? So I think our students become more resilient, more agile, more adaptable through these internships and life projects. So we all know AI is disrupting our lives every day, because new AI models are constantly coming our way. And we don't know whether we should go to ChatGPT, or whether we should go to Claude, or whether we should go to some AI-driven model of Google. And this is causing a lot of stress on a lot of people. They don't know how to cope with so much of new information that's happening or that's coming their way. So in this new AI environment, we have no choice. We have no choice but to learn and to adapt. And I think the minute we start accepting it rather than fighting it, we will become more receptive to these new models. Every new model, we should think, is an opportunity given to us to learn. It's an opportunity to become more productive. So I think the single most important benefit to a person and to a company in this new AI environment is to become much more productive. I'm sure we all use some AI model or the other, and we have become significantly more productive. Research shows that on an average, people have become at least 5 times more productive. Now, imagine if a company had 100 people, and now, it needs 20 people, because everyone has become that much more productive. And I think the minute we think of AI as a tool to become more productive, we will then adapt and we will learn these new models. Yes, it takes time. Each new model takes some time. It's an investment. But I think when we make this investment, the returns can be exponential. And therefore, I recommend this to everyone. Obviously, our students, naturally, they are our customers, and they use AI every single day. We give them these AI tools on their desktop. We have workshops to teach them. If they get into a problem, there's professors who help them to learn. And therefore, when they are in this environment and they understand these AI tools, and when they go to a workplace where they work for an employer, they use these tools, they become much more productive. And this is the reason why SP Jain has built its brand in the market, because the employees love to hire our students at top salaries. People think the MBA is gone out of vogue or the MBA is dead. The MBA is dead, but long live the king. The MBA is very much alive. And I think there is no question that the MBA has adapted to the new world. The MBA was designed to help people get jobs. It's what you do in the workplace, you learn in the classroom. You, on an average, save 10 years. What it would take a normal person 10 years in an MBA, in 1 year, you learn that. And therefore, with the new AI tools, you learn much more, much quicker, and you become far more productive, and therefore that much more valuable to a company. And that's the reason they hire students at top end salaries.
Thank you so much, sir, for that really for sharing your rich insights. This will be a great learning for all the viewers watching this session. Thank you for the words of inspiration and for reiterating the fact that MBA is not gone. It's not the end of MBA, rather, it's the evolution of MBAs that we are watching now. The shift of roles, the transition of roles from one to another that we are watching now. So it will really inspire a lot of students who are, still aspire to be uh, leaders after ending up the courses in different colleges across India. We hope to stay in touch with you again and have you again in another session of Be Smart Business Standard. Thank you so much for taking your time and talking to us. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Mr. Jain, for providing your rich insights on the topic. Be Smart viewers, please share your queries and feedback at bsmart.edit@bsmil.in and follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram for more such insightful and inspiring content. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.